This is Ryan and Greg from Game Ready, and today we'll be reviewing May 2021's Humble Bundle. Yeah, this game is called Cook, Serve, Delicious 3. Wow. In my opinion, not a game at all. Free-for-all, shooter-style game. Yeah, it was terrible. Literally 25 minutes waiting to queue for a co-op game. Like, what is the point of this game? Learn to type game. Dumbed down Smash Brothers clone. A choose-your-own-adventure that you have no control in. I can't even remember what I made in this game. It is so forgetful of a game. And it just takes you forward in the game. You don't do anything in this game. This is a Flash game that you would get for free on a web browser. It doesn't do anything better than what's already out there. You know what? I don't care. Spoilers coming up. This game is just so rudimentary and awful. Like, next thing you know, you have a baby. It's bad. You do something, next thing you know, it's 5 years down the road. And that's a big problem. Next thing you know, you walk around this little place. This is definitely someone in their garage with their own developer label. Nothing in this game makes any sense. There's no fit or finish. There's no polish in it. You're not going to get the amount of people you need in this game to make it successful. Oh, definitely. 100% I'd rather play Rock of Ages. A mediocre game. Wonder if I can make money on this if I uploaded it to Steam. Charging money for this is mind-blowing to me. This game is worse than Cook, Serve, Delicious. I think last month might have been worse in my opinion, but just barely. Was this a school project? Like, where did this game come from? Yeah, no, it's a bad game. It's terrible. I don't know what the point is. I refuse to play enough of this game to find out what the point is. It's just terrible. Bad. Like, it's not even a time waster. I don't know what this game is. Next on the docket, we have Levelhead, a 2D platformer style game that Greg and I had I found it a little bit of a pleasure to play. It was the cutscenes and the intro and the storytelling were very amusing. I enjoyed it. It really didn't reflect what you were doing in gameplay, though.
I enjoyed the game totally. It made me think of Mario, but just in a whole different planet and a whole different set of rules.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I thought I was going to be playing something completely different when you listen to the beginning. It's like you need to teach your robot. Well, no, I'm just controlling this robot, which he was awesome to control. Lots of fun. Great idea with the box and how do you know, your delivery package, how do you use it to make yourself complete the tests and the quests and stuff. And it was just very well done. And I guess you're going to learn more skills and abilities as you go. But yeah, no, I was... I thought it was going to be a completely different game. I didn't look at it before at all. Watch the whole intro. I'm like, oh, what am I getting into here? I'm like, oh, it's a scroller jumper. Okay. Wasn't what I was expecting at all.
You paid way more attention than I did at the start of the story. I loved using the box too. As a side scroller, I actually had a lot of fun with this game, and I came back quite a few times at like 15, 20-minute intervals before I had to go out and do something. Great
30-minute game. Sit down for and you know what? I could totally lose myself into this for, you know, an hour or 2 hours at a time. I don't know how many levels are in it. I don't know the length of the game, but I could definitely lose myself in it for quite a while because I'm a bad player if it's a short game.
Now, I reference old school games because that's what started these kind of side scrollers. It made me think of Mario. It actually made me think of Mario 2. But a little bit of Donkey Kong because you actually go in cannons and you get shot around the world, which I thought was fantastic. The gameplay just worked. It was fun.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was very good. It's a very well-made game.
I'm glad this was included in the package. It gets a thumbs up from me, and this is actually a good play.
Yep, thumbs up from me as well, and I also recommend.
We're going to get into Fury Unleashed. I got a little something to tell you on this one. So I have two gaming systems. I have the Mac M1 Mac Mini that I've been gaming. If any of these Steam games are made for the Mac version of it, I play it on there. If there are not, I have a AMD Ryzen computer, and that's where I do all my other Steam gaming. I got to play this one, and if you've been watching the channel, I hate playing stuff with keyboard. I like the feel of the joystick, only because I think I'm better with the joystick, and I'm a terrible gamer in the first place, uncoordinated. But I got into Fury Unleashed, and I had a lot of fun playing it on keyboard. Yes, I was mashing my keys at the start, but I have the sad W down cold. It is now just kind of involving my other hand, my right hand into this as well. I had a lot of fun with this game. Ryan?
Yeah, I thought it was good. It was it's a good side scroller again. So them side scroller shooters. I kind of compare it a little more to Broforce. I'm not sure if you've played that one, Greg. Broforce, I would say, is more polished than this game, but this game had a lot more depth than Broforce did, just in character progression and the stuff you could do with your character. Like you were building up your stats, how good they were with certain weapons or attacks, and there was a lot to it. I didn't think the graphics were very good, like the actual art style. I thought it was a little, I don't know, like just dated. Didn't look good to me. The gameplay itself, though, was actually really good. And I like the way they did the maps a little more like Metroid style, where you're going around the map, uncovering little areas, up, down, left, right. You know, you have to pop a door over here to get in over there, sort of thing. And I thought it was good, and I liked the ability to find items too. So like rare items, like, oh, I just picked up a rare gun. It's better than my other gun. It's completely different. It gives a lot of replayability to the game, or at least a lot make you play the game a lot longer.
I think this game is it's a good tie with the Level Head that we just reviewed. Both of these games, 30-minute games, I want to just do something, but there's just a little bit more of a tweak in this game, whereas with a robot before, this one I'm a commando, and I have these multiple weapon styles, but even the laser is done well, even the melee is done well, and I like that. I didn't have the same opinion, say, for graphics-wise, the cartoony style of it, I think it matches it. And even it's kind of a comic book on those off scenes. So I think it matches that kind of style.
I think my problem, and if you look at the gameplay footage we're going to show you, that when the guy's just standing there, he's standing there bow-legged with his feet out in two different directions, right? Like, it's just like, it just looks ridiculous to me. Your guy does not look as cool as he should.
Okay. But
this is 2021, Greg. All right. I don't know when this one was released, but listen, at least have the feet going in the same direction. All right. Don't make it look like he's about to take a huge dookie on the ground.
Yes, actually, here you can see we're trying to customize the hero. Yeah, he is standing like he has a bow-legged problem.
Yeah. So other than that, though, great game. Definitely come back to it. Again, you know, this is one of the better ones in the bundle in the indie portion of it.
Yeah, I liked upping my levels. It kind of got to that strategy. So this is one thing that kind of unnerves me about games. And let's see what your opinion is on it. In this one, you could upgrade your weapons, and then you go through the tree. So I went first with health, and then I went with reloading. But then I saw later on in the game, I could step back those points and go load on something else. I don't like it when a game does that.
So that's more of like, to me, that more games are doing that now, and it's to make them less punishing, right? It's in case you want to try a different, let's quote unquote, build, right? You want to build like a tank melee fighter. Well, if there is no way to reset those points, that means you have to start from scratch, and that might put a lot of people off, right? As opposed to you just give them the option to re-roll their points. They can do that. I think there should always be a cost to that, whether it be some of your gold that you've got, or you know, you lose a level, or just something minor, right? Just something that there's a reason it's happening.
There's a consequence to it.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't roll anything back. I just saw that it was there because I'm like, oh, I made that decision. The whole tree is there for me to make those decisions. And I just kind of have developed over time. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do at the start of the games, do health. And then later on in games, do weapons or sprinting or abilities. So with the Steam ratings on this one is 92, very positive. 92% very positive, and a hidden gem. I would give you the hidden gem and the positive part. This game is easy to play right from the get-go, and it gets you, and you're going to keep coming back to it. I totally agree with that.
100% valid review, valid criteria, hidden gem. I 100% never heard of the game before that. Would gladly play it again. And, you know, even at the regular price tag of $23, if you're looking for something to do, I think it's a warranted price tag.
We have Vane, not vain as in mirrors, Vane as in weather vane. Ryan.
Yes.
Ryan. I want to tell you about a story about a crow. And this crow, it doesn't even have to flap, it just glides. That made me think of the movie. It flies the plane for a good 5-6 minutes where it has no fuel whatsoever, and it's just gliding through the air. That's what this crow made me think of. I'm like, oh, the crow doesn't have to expend any energy whatsoever to just do anything in the game. It just floats. That's what life is, man. We just go out and float.
Is that what you got from this game? I really like this game, Greg. You obviously didn't do anything in it. I thought this was okay. Let me start by saying this is another one of these super short puzzlers that is actually more of a story than anything. It works on the cinematics and the imagery it portrays of this world. But I mean, it was really well done. Like, I enjoyed it. I thought the whole like ambiance of the whole game was really good. I enjoyed flying the crow. I thought it looked so cool flying behind him, right? And then you have these little tasks you need to do with the crow. But this game's only like what? I think I got through it. It was and only because I was flying around a lot. I think if you were to push through, you'd be able to, if you knew what the actual problems were going through, you could probably do it in about half hour. My problem was there wasn't enough content. But yeah, it's really good. Like, you take your crow, you fly to this like weather vane, you sit on it, you call the other crows. Yeah, you call the crows in. Crows come sit on it. Something happens. You go to the next area. I thought it was cool. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't recommend spending money on it because I don't think there's enough here. But if it's free in your humble bundle, I think it's worth, installing and trying.
You see kind of that pillar off in the distance. This is what the game is. You're just kind of floating around. So it's 3, 4, 5 minutes before you find a weather vane, call your crow friends, and then, see where you need to go. And then it's another 3, 4, 5 minutes of just floating. Is that what you mean on the lack of content?
No, I mean lack of content. Well, that too, yes. But I just mean, like, just in general, like, there's not a lot there. So the puzzles are super simple. It's like, get more crows, sit them on weather vanes, make the stuff tilt.
Follow gems.
Yeah, follow the gems. Like, I just enjoyed what they were trying to do with the game. And then, you spoiler, anybody who wants to play it, do whatever. Then you turn back into the boy and you do the boy things, right? I thought it was a very interesting game. I don't think it's worth the money. I don't think it's like a wholehearted thumbs up. I liked it though.
It made me think of Stephen King's Dark Tower series the entire time. I get the cinematic effect. I think they nailed the cinematic effect. This one's a thumbs down for me, but a thumbs up if you're a cinemaphile.
This is a borderline thumbs up for me. It's not a thumbs up, but I liked it.
You know what? I like hearing crows caw sometimes too. I think actually this is the Steam rating this month that actually reflects what we both feel about this game.
Indie.
The indie titles. Wah, wah, wah. Ryan, do you ever have it when you play the game and it says enter a name and then you go draw a blank? That's exactly what I did when I got into this game. I got stuck on the screen for like 5 minutes. Oh, that name's not good enough. Oh, that name's not good enough.
Oh, I have my go-to, so.
I ended up going as Green Jacket in this one.
Maybe you went to a championship. Get that gold jacket like I never got.
Gold jacket, green jacket.
Yeah. Oh!
You got a green shirt today, so it's fitting. All right, so Greg, Hellpoint.
Hellpoint indeed. I don't have anything much to say about this game. You look like a android covered in meat, and you run around for what it is.
So what this is a Dark Souls clone. That's what this is trying to be. You run through, it's very hard, you die, you start back at a checkpoint, you die again, you start back at a checkpoint. All the time you're accumulating items, experience to make your character better so you can get a little bit further in the game. It's a very grindy, not hold your hand game. You will die many, many times in this game, and that's basically the point of it.
Oh, so it's repeat and rinse constantly.
Yeah, and then once you get good at the game, then obviously, you know, maybe you can push yourself a little further. But yeah, the control, just like Dark Souls, the controls are fine in Dark Souls, but I did find them a little cumbersome. This is the same, but I found even more cumbersome. Like not even as easy to manipulate as Dark Souls, and I found Dark Souls to be a little bit clunky.
I found there was so much information of the different types of things that I could do right from the get-go, along with all the sub-menus included, that I lost the interest right away.
Yeah, you have to go in this wanting to play they want to hurt you. You like getting beat by the game type game. Then yeah, I mean it's fine. It's an alright game. There's nothing overly wrong with it. It was okay. I wouldn't come back to it. It's not my type of game, but
the whole game is just that genre that, yeah, it doesn't do anything for me, but I'm glad I got a chance to play it more, so I can say I'm never coming back to this.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even know about this game before this bundle, and you know, if I have a friend who's looking for, you know, a Dark Souls fix, I'd probably recommend this game. Say give it a try, especially if it's on sale or in a bundle, right?
In this bundle, it's a surprise hit under the Steam group, and on the notes, it's 74% mostly positive. I agree with it being mostly positive. I would give this one a thumbs up. It's just I wouldn't come back to play it again.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I gave it a few hours, made it. You know, I died quite a few times in that span, and yeah, is it a thumbs up? Sure, it's a thumbs up. Is it a glorious, fantastic, amazing game that I'm going to tell everybody you have to play this? No, it's not that game.
It's worth getting in the bundle, I think, as a game that's in there out of the rest of the games we've played this month, that this one is definitely a good addition to the May 2021 bundle.
Yes. It's one of the games that I would actually say makes the bundle worth it.